we were talking about the mechanical arrangement, which is not necessary if we want interplanetary travel. The interplanetary travel doesn't need any mechanical arrangement. The Gita instructs everybody that the moon, sun, higher planets are called Svargaloka, and there are three different status or statues or statuses of planets: higher, middle, and lower planetary systems. So these are the, I mean, systems which are existing in Brahmaloka, Svargaloka, Manavaloka, Naraloka, and many other lokas are there. Goloka, Bhuloka, all the lokas we will be discussing. Devaloka also, including Devaloka. The earth belongs to the middle planetary system. Bhagavad Gita informs us how to travel to the higher planetary systems, Devaloka, with a very simple formula. One need only worship the particular demigod of that particular planet, and in that way go to the moon, the sun, or any of the higher planetary system. Yet Bhagavad Gita does not advise us to go to any of the planets in the material world, because even if we go to Brahmaloka, the highest planet, through some sort of mechanical contrivance, by maybe traveling for 40,000 years, and who would live that long? We will still find the material inconveniences of birth, death, disease, and old age. But one who wants to approach the supreme planet, Krishna Loka, or any of the other planets within the spiritual sky, will not meet with these material inconveniences. Amongst all of the planets in the spiritual sky, there is one supreme planet called Goloka Vrindavana, which is the original planet in the abode of original personality of Godhead Sri Krishna. All of this information is given in Bhagavad Gita, and we are given through its instruction information how to leave the material world and begin a truly blissful life in the spiritual sky. In the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, the real picture of the material world is given, and it is said here. For example, excuse me, we are always time and again saying about 15th chapter. What lies there? What is explained or informed or detailed in that particular 15th chapter? The Supreme Lord said, there is a banyan tree which has no roots upward and its branches down, and the Vedic hymns are its leaves. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas. Here, the material world is described as a tree whose roots are upwards and branches are below. We have experience of a tree whose roots are upward. If one stands on the bank of a river or any reservoir of water, we can see that the trees reflected in the water are upside down. The branches go downward and the roots upward. Similarly, this material world is a reflection of the spiritual world. The material world is but a shadow of reality, and in the shadow, we can understand that there is substance and reality. In the desert, there is no water, but the myriad suggests that there is such a thing as water. In the material world, there is no water. There is no happiness, but the real water of actual happiness is there in the spiritual world. The Lord suggests that we attain the spiritual world in the following manner, that Padam Avashyam or eternal kingdom can be reached by one who is Nirmana Moha. Nirmana Moha. What does this mean? We are after designations. Someone wants to become a son. Someone wants to become Lord. Someone wants to become the president or a rich man or a king or something else. As long as we are attached to these designations, we are attached to the body because designations belong to the body. But we are not these bodies, and realizing that this is the first stage in spiritual realization. We are associated with the three modes of material nature, but we must become detached through devotional service to the Lord. If we are not attached to devotional service to the Lord, then we cannot become detached from the modes of material nature. Designations and attachments are due to our lust and desire, our wanting to lord our wanting to lord it over the material nature. As long as we do not give up this propensity of lording it over material nature, there is no possibility of returning to the kingdom of the supreme, the Sanatana Dharma. That eternal kingdom, which is never destroyed, can be approached by one who is not bewildered by the attractions of false material enjoyments, who is situated in the service